All right, we're back for the final final 10 cycles of week 3 already. Already. I want to know why you're at 30 stress. Aren't you supposed to be going down? Low morale, pleasant chit chat, sopping wet. Okay. What are you doing? Ugh. I gotta get my mushrooms really up and going. Oh, look, we got some more mushrooms happening there. That's exciting. Okay, so most of this episode we're going to spend preparing this area to be our power generators or our power grid. These are just temporarily placed here. This hydrogen, if you're curious, has floated up from when I was doing my test. You can see a couple little pockets of it hanging out there, which is fine. That's totally fine. We have our AC running. It'd be nice to finish our pumps, get more dupes, but I do want to pay attention to make sure that I am generating enough oxygen. If need be, we'll dig out this algae and turn this on like a portion of the time. And that should be a nice way to kind of deal with that. But we're going to do some kind of interesting things here. I have a plan etched out, which is what all this digging area is for. It's actually going to come all the way down to this level, though. So we're going to do some weird, like, up and over with rock, or with our sandstone to kind of curve around these things. You'll see. But the point of this episode is really going to be to try and prepare for the power grid. We're going to have 3 different types of power in it, which is part of the reason why I wanted to etch it out, because I haven't been lucky enough to do that so far. So just as a kind of guide to help me out, we've got 5 tiles here, and then sorry, I was moving something else. 2 tiles, and then 3 tiles. Sorry if that's slightly nauseous. It's unintentional. And then that'll take up... Nope, I did that wrong. This is just to help me remember... Oops, I did that one too many times too. Just to help me remember where everything is going to go. And we'll extend this up to here, dig this out, and now this should be this space should be 18 by 20. Yep, that is right. So yes, we are going to be in this hydrogen thing. We're also going to dig in that hydrogen thing, but we have something that we need to do first. Let me think about how I want to do this. We're going to drain this water and drain that water down into our base, because the very top of our the very top of our power grid is going to be natural gas, and natural gas drips out polluted water, clean polluted water. It's a germ-free polluted water, but it drips out polluted water nonetheless. So one of the first things we'll do is create like a basin to kind of catch these things, and we'll stagger the bottom of it to work around these machines so they can keep our oxygen flow happening. But then what that'll enable us to do is basically have a place to dump this in. And we'll get creative with how we dig into this and then dig into some of the other things so that we can drop this down. It'll also be very important for us to place a couple like really key and intentional... is this... Oh, good. That's not germy either. So, yeah, so this will probably end up being our natural gas area. Like, I'll dig it out in this kind of fashion. But we're going to do some interesting and key digging in order to make this possible, to get the water to drain the way that we want it to drain. So it'll be kind of fun. So come along with us for the ride. Yeah. We'll worry about this is a plan for later. That was important, but we will end up like breaking that down and creating some extra pathways and stuff like that. But we'll worry about that later. Is there anything else that I want to do right now? I should double check that before I get too deep into this. Wow, that's nice and full. We can disable that. That doesn't. We'll keep producing oxygen because of the polluted water there. And this is good for oxygen, so that can stay the same. Anything else that we need to worry about right now? I don't think so. We are out of algae. I don't know what uses algae. The diffuser, which we're not running. We'll give it a couple cycles to make sure that we're generating enough air. If we're not, then we'll turn that back on part-time. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this and actually say that if this is above 0, it should run. So if I do this, I should see, yep. Because as long as this stays pressurized for the hydrogen, which is what that Atmos sensor is for, this I think might actually be slightly redundant. So yeah, we'll see how that works. Okay, so yeah, let's get to it. So first things first, let's figure out how we're gonna go around this stuff. Can I? No, okay. So that doesn't need to happen. Can go down there and then up to the same height. And we will, yeah, I guess we'll just start with this whole thing right here. Oh, we do need ladders here and here. And actually, let me check out my plan real quick. Yeah, that's fine. That's good enough for now. There will be some extra stuff in there. Actually, we can do this right away. We're going to have mesh tile, mesh tile, mesh tile, mesh tile, and then 6 mesh tiles. I don't need to do that right now. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So then, yeah, let's just prioritize all of this, and we'll get to it. I'm super hyped for this, by the way. This is really fun. I'm going to need a way to get in there and not trapped. Actually, I wonder if I should just do this to make sure that I don't hose this up. That, I think, all of that can be built from below, so we'll do that and then kind of work our way across. That way, nobody should get stuck. No med bed. Who's sick? Sopping wet. Hungry. Hypothermia. Whatever. You're fine. And we're intentionally, for right now, only going to dig out part of this, just to really speed up the process. Is that 7? That is not 7. This is just giving us a place to drop this down. We'll create some extra oxygen because of that polluted water too, so that'll work out all right. What are these made out of, actually? Copper ore? Is that really what I want to build them out of? Mesh tile. No, we'll do iron. Mesh tile, iron. Oh, and I didn't even think about it, but I also want these. That's the whole purpose of that. Go ahead and build across that way. I do need to build the basin the whole way, but the rest of it will only dig like halfway in just so that we can actually start moving some of the stuff around. And by creating the pockets the right way, that'll enable us to basically like put the gas where we want to put the gas and put the water where we want to put the water and clean the oxygen along the way. Oh boy. Are you stuck? You might be stuck. Get out of there, dude. Oh, Camille. Give me a little bit of a heart attack, so that means that we should also do that while we build these things. This is just going to be a lot of little micromanagement. Actually, let's see how cycle 80 did for oxygen generation. And actually, let's take a look at the packet sizes. Yeah, there's some good chunky packets in there. And these are not... Oh, this one's actually overpressured, so we should do this. I don't mind the overpressured as long as we have like all of the vents out there. That's not such a big deal. But otherwise, we want to kind of keep that going as is. Actually, we can do this across. Might as well just do that across the whole way. I don't think they'll get stuck in there, but they'll find a fucking way. Damn dupes. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to consider. Okay, so yeah, this is something I'm going to want to do. I want a gas reservoir to handle the excess from that. The reason why this is important is because this is going to continue to back up. This will give us more time for it to not back up. I want to build it close to here, so can't spin that one around either. It's weird that you can't do that. But this will give us the ability to not worry about whether or not we are... this should actually be a higher priority. And then we can take insulated gas pipe off of this bridge. It'll prioritize the bridge first, and then any excess it'll bring over here. But the excess from this is like pretty small. It shouldn't back up too much, because in theory this should be running a lot more than this one. Yeah, I want you to do that first. Why do you lack resources? You're disabled. An algae terrarium. What's the other algae? You're disabled too. Whatever. Stop being dumb. I don't want to keep seeing this. Let's just go ahead and deconstruct those things. Can always build them again. It's not that big of a deal. But I don't like seeing misleading warnings. It's like, yeah, this thing is just running constant. So, and this is probably not running at all. And it shouldn't be. So, like, this is really backing up kind of quick, though. Holy cow. I suppose... Man, look at how quick that backs up. That's backing up way faster than it's getting used. How much do these things hold? 150 kilograms. So that's basically 150 of these blocks. So that's a while. Okay. That should buy us enough time to deal with the rest of getting our thing up and running, because really I just need to cut across enough to get to build my coal and hydrogen before I move these things, and then I can build several hydrogen plants and maybe even a couple reservoirs. I don't know, man. That's fine for you to not have any gas output. So now you're going to see it all empty out of there. As long as there's space in here, it'll fill it up. Otherwise, any runoff comes up here. So that'll be good for a while. Plus, that's a nice visual indicator if I need to worry about it anymore. Holy cow. Let's get back to the real problem at hand, though, and start dealing with some of this. No, I don't want to do that one. I have to think about this. This is going to be kind of tricky. So that's going to be tile at some point. Oh, man. Did I mess up by how I cut that out? I should do this. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do over here. Let's do this to remind myself not to cut this out. That I should be able to get to via the ladder anyway once that gets finished. Why is that unreachable? Weird. So some of this stuff is not reachable. If I do the tile in the middle like I'm planning on, that will work. Yeah. Let's prioritize that. This is going to be trickier than I thought, just trying to get this kind of put together. We'll wait until cycle 82 laps over, and then I want to kind of get a feel for how my oxygen's doing. I think it's doing all right. I mean, it's obviously bright blue. Not making it up here yet, but if this overpressurizes enough, then you'll start seeing some of it sneak by. There you go. Now it's starting to overpressurize. You gonna keep going? No, it's still finding a way to do that. And I don't really need the air conditioning elsewhere yet, so like at some point I might trade those for just a regular split. But right now I don't need to worry about it. So you're a courier. You could actually work towards mechatronics engineer. I'm going to need that because this is the game where I do the shippings. Okay. And then we're going to go over to like there, and then maybe... Actually, I'm going to want mesh tile right in the middle here. Because that can actually be mesh tile. That's not going to cause any problems. But that at least tells me where the middle is then, too. I guess we'll do that. This is going to be so slick the way that this works out. I have faith. Make the physics work for me. Let's take a look. Oh man, we're pumping in way more than is necessary. Excellent. How is this? This is a light amount of oxygen. It's fine. As soon as we get the polluted water in here, we'll generate free oxygen. A little bit of my tasty beverage. We are doing all right based on the cycle. This is not right. Right. Excellent. And what do we want to do next? Do this next. That is just to have something to walk on, and actually I don't know if that'll be a problem. Nope, 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 nope. I did the opposite of what I meant to do there. I wanted to create an extra lip there just to make sure that they'd be able to walk across after they start digging this shit out. So we'll make sure we don't make that mistake again. This is gonna be pretty dope. We can start planning some of this while they go. So we want to dig. I don't need to pause. What am I doing? I guess we could just do a ladder for the time being. No, yeah, but we want to do a ladder from elsewhere. Let me see where those priorities were again. So from here, we'll do a ladder. And then we're going to want a bit more of a lip than that. So go up a little tiny bit more. And then should be able to do this across. So this extra lip here will make sure that we don't accidentally... Actually, now that I think about this, I can actually probably start draining this water a little faster and don't have to be quite as careful about it if I do this instead. And just go all the way with that ladder to here. And then... Actually, if we're not going to dig out all of this, then we can make this drain even better. Oh boy. I'm just trying to basically avoid the chances of dropping it down here. That's all I'm really trying to do at this point. So if I do something like this, that will be even better. And if we cut out this... we don't worry about this. We ought to be able to cut out these then too. There, that should work. Actually, we also want to do this just to give it some more breathing room. There we go. So now it'll drop down in there, and then we will do this. Nope. Let's try holding down shift this time. Cut out a little bit from there. Should be able to drain all of this down into here. Excellent. And we'll move the hydrogen up. We're still doing plenty fine on our gas reservoir of hydrogen. This is all breathable oxygen. Do we want to take out another dupe? Yeah, I think we do. We got food space for them. How are we doing on food? Oh man, we're definitely going positive in food right now. I'll care more about this once that starts to fill up a little bit more. And eventually we'll create a grill so that we can actually cook that. But lice loaf in itself is going up a reasonable amount. And whoa, why is Artie so stressed, man? What is happening? Soggy feet. Low morale. What's going on? Artie? Why aren't you happy? You're not even working on anything that hard. Why do you need 12 for that? There's something you don't like about that? That's weird. Weird. She have something that makes that worse? That seems very odd that that's still that high. But whatever, you can take breaks and shit like that. That's fine. What was I saying before? I don't know. The moment is gone. Jobs mastered. Is it Artie? No, it's Bonnie. Bonnie. Yeah, you can go up to regular digger. Bonnie. I wonder if that was a bug with her or something. Oh, I was going to grab another duplicate. Especially since we had so much extra. Ooh, athletics digging. Oh, man, I don't know. Bottomless stomach is so bad. Oh, but man, look at this. Ari is like solid. Biohazardous. Vitamin C couldn't get sick. Gourmet. Cooking, but gets less benefit from food. That's also good in digging athletics. That's actually better in digging and athletics. Doesn't have the strength though. Interesting. Slow learner. Nope. Might take auto here. I'm not a big fan of. You know what? On second thought, food has never been a problem for me. All right, Ari, you're up. Let's get you a job. Obviously, we'll start with minor. Because so many digs right now. Poor Artie. Is the stress getting better? Kind of looks like it. All right, and then we can start up this way. We're going to wait on digging that to make sure that we don't overflow or something crazy like that. There's no way that should do that, right? That's 21. Can't even see what that says. 16 times 3 is... So it's definitely 16 times 3. That's way more than 21. Okay, this should not be a problem. Get ready. It's gonna blow. If we could, like, manage to get this moved up before the end of this episode, that would be pretty spectacular. Good. Deodorizer's about to start working. And this is even less. This is, like, 18. It's more like 4x4. It's like 16. Oh, we're going to be just fine. Yep, let's cut it all out. I don't think I need that. Oh, shoot. I was also going to strategically place deodorizers up here. This needs to be like the highest priority before this polluted oxygen starts making its way down here. So we'll just build 2 right in that nice choke point there. That's right. Finish that up. Deliver that sand. We're going to also do this. I don't know if that actually has an impact or not, but it's looking like it's getting stuck, so we're going to fix it. And once all this drops down, we'll mop it up and let this generate oxygen up here. And look at this nice little bit of how hydrogen is just like eking up there. What do you know? That might have been intentional. So hydrogen will like kind of pool up here, and is this polluted? No. That's not polluted either. I take care of several things with this. I do want to get the power plant started though, because Using coal, even though I have plenty of it, not ideal. Get up there. Yeah, baby. Here we go. We're going to bust through. There she blows. And these things are going to do some work. Hopefully they're not underwater. I didn't think about that. I don't know. Can these flood? What are you doing? You're really going to deliver polluted dirt all the way back over there? Yeah, all right. Whatever. There's slime lung in the air. Should probably do something about that. There's a deodorizer right here. There's only like 2 places it can go. Never mind. It's fine. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Let's see if we can mop that up. Do we need more deodorizers? I don't know. More jobs mastered. Camille mastered the gopher job. I'll just go ahead and bump you up. Still not going above tier 3 right now. I need to get my food in order, but I'm trying to do something else first. Need some more fungal spores. Alright, let's do this. I'm just going to go bloop. And that can be priority 7. And then we're also going to priority 7 this. Just let that hydrogen get up there. It'll force this polluted oxygen down, which will get cleaned. Is there any polluted oxygen in here? No. No, there is not. This is working out all right. There's some carbon dioxide down here, but I do have a solution for that. It's just coming. Now that we have that done too, we can actually start building our normal floor. This bottom rung here is going to be coal. So we can virtually deconstruct this and do that almost immediately. Because this is not getting used like at all. There's so much hydrogen. Actually, let's just go ahead and do that right away. We'll leave the smart battery there for now. I don't even know what happens when you deconstruct smart battery. Does it like completely go away? Like what happens to the power that's in that? Eh, whatever. We'll deconstruct that too. We don't need it. And actually, I probably didn't need to make that 7, but that's okay. And then we'll deconstruct. All that. Go ahead and hook up a coal generator up here. So there's going to be 1, 2. Yep, that's right. You can get to that whenever you get to that. That's more so for my... Oh, I'm messing this up. Iron ore there. Actually, nope. I don't know what that was. Let's go ahead and do this. This can be a priority 7. Starvation. Get some food, dude. What are you worried about? We've definitely created a lot of... Oh, look at all that oxygen up there. But the hydrogen is starting to pool. We let out the hydrogen here. We can actually probably prioritize this now. Actually, we're going to need to dig that out too, so let's go ahead and prioritize all of that. I still don't have a place to dump polluted water yet. Starvation. Eat something. What are you doing? Let's see how our air situation is going. Let's check the temperature. Look at how it's cooling it down. The AC is real. Oh, gosh. Things are starting to come together now. It's fantastic. Somebody finished Gopher Tech Bit. I don't understand why. Why does it show highest? Oh. Oh, really? Does it just go off of what their highest job is? I didn't notice this at the bottom before. Now it says highest expectations, tier 4 plus 12 expectations. So maybe they just... Wow. Does that mean that whatever job they have that's the highest, that's always going to be their expectation? That is not how I thought that worked. That's interesting. Maybe we should prioritize the electric grill a little bit and start making mushrooms, because I could at least give those to them. Let's do that. This will be temporary, because I'm going to move all this later on, but I did not realize that was the case. So let's go ahead and prioritize all of that. Yeah. Is this gold? Nope. Cancel. I want gold amalgam. I make everything out of gold. I don't know if that's actually really what you're supposed to do or not, but so we'll be able to do this, and then let's. Oh, we still have an open spot in our dupes. Check that. Go back. Let's go to 6 instead. If you guys get time for this, you can do it. I have a bunch of dirt and shit on the floor there too. That should probably get cleaned up. That's okay. We'll get there eventually. What do we have going on over here? So we've dug into what we need to dig into. The hydrogen is moving up. The polluted oxygen is moving down. Polluted oxygen is getting cleaned. And then suddenly all of this is going to be breathable. I love it. So let's go ahead and let's finish off our coal floor. Oops. We'll just go ahead and prioritize all of that. And we can do this too. Oh, actually, I want to make sure that that goes up. But, let's start doing this then. I want this to empty out first. There's a tiny bit of chlorine down here, and I'm not sure if I care about doing something with that or not. The chlorine down here is nice and thick. I wonder if we should make some more space for that, actually. So what would happen if I let the chlorine go? This stuff is actually getting kind of rude down here from a CO2 perspective. Really, all I need to do, though, is start digging out more, and that'll actually solve itself. Yeah, I keep wanting to get distracted. The chlorine would eventually dump down there. I could dig out more in here to clean out more. Oh, I don't know what to do. I am going to eventually want to go in there. If I just dig straight through there, build a wall, yeah, it's not the end of the world. I've got like 4 cycles left. I need to maximize my usage of time. Oh boy. Oh, that is Brian. They claim that's unreachable. I doubt that, but that's fine. Carbon dioxide in there, that's expected. I really could just start digging into here like I intend to, and that would handle a lot of stuff. So the idea here is ladder, wall, ladder, pole. So let's do this so I remember. Otherwise, I'm gonna be dumb about it. That would enable me to get some algae, get some more stuff. It gives me a spot to dump some more of that. I don't know. I don't know if that's that important or not. Oh, this is actually a bad idea. I should do one at a time, otherwise they're not going to be able to jump over that. Which I guess means that they would just walk above here. That's not that big of a deal. For the time that'll be an annoyance, that's not that big of a deal. You can go ahead and do this at 6. Still have a lot of storage open. Come on, hydrogen, clear out of there. I think that would be a big help. I don't want to open that up yet because I definitely want this to go over the top. We can probably do this stuff right away. New duplicants. Do we take on a new duplicant? How is our... Oh man, we're so far over on oxygen. All electrolyzers and deodorizers. So far over on oxygen. How are we doing on food? Oh, that's a net positive from where we were. Yeah, I think we take on a new dupe. Narcoleptic. Sleep anytime, anywhere. Come on, Bubbles. Come on board. Noodle arms is bad. Flatulent is bad. So that's why I made that decision. Let's see. Bubbles. Yeah, be an apprentice architect. Why not? I'm actually getting to this stuff now that I'm on 6. That's actually pretty exciting. Okay. So now we're going to want to... we're starting to run out of space there. Let's go ahead and do this because I'm probably going to take it right off of there. Where does that output come out? Oh, I don't have to cross over. That's fine. Or we can go around. We could go around. I just got to wait for that hydrogen to kind of go up. But in the meantime, we can start building a couple hydrogen generators because those are going to... Oh, that is now in the way. That's really what I want to do. Yep, we just want to do this and this. And then we can deconstruct that. I'm going to build a hydrogen power out of gold. Need 2 spots for the... what do we need here? We need a heavy watt joint plate. That's actually what goes there. Mesh tile there. That there and there. And then a heavy watt joint plate there. You're starting to see how this is going to start coming together here. Mesh tiles in the middle here. And then this. Oh, I put this in the wrong place. Oops. Tile. I mismeasure? I have to look at my sheet. Hold on, it's going to do some wonky things. Nope. No, I did not. That was enough space. Let's cancel that. Although it would be nice to get in there. Let's get in there and get that stuff. And then, we're not going to do that until this hydrogen gets out of there, though. So we got hydrogen up there. Do we want to add... I think we add another one over there. Because we want them... So, okay, so what's happening here, or what I'm planning for, is I'm going to have natural gas generators up here. They're going to get natural gas from here. They drip polluted water, which will cool off the machinery that it drips on, come through here, run out to the sides, and down. So that it kind of cools itself. Down at the bottom here, we're going to... we'll put in a liquid pump to get the polluted water out of here. Notice it is clean polluted water. The same thing is true when it comes out of a natural gas generator. And then we're going to put a sieve and a carbon skimmer so that we can start eating up some of this carbon dioxide. We'll put some automation on it so it doesn't run all the time. But that should keep this area pretty clean air-wise. And then as well as making sure that this doesn't run too much. The water that is in here will generate oxygen off of these deodorizers, so it'll be all nice, all good, all together. I likes. So where does the power on that sit? Okay, so we're going to have to go out 3 tiles from there. This was one of the pieces that I didn't know. And that's amazing. We can put smart batteries in there. Oh, I actually don't need that last one. We can put smart batteries in there without having to dig into that chlorine at all. So that's actually really exciting. My phone's buzzing at me. I apologize. Okay, let's keep this train rolling. Looks like I'm not seeing any hydrogen in there anymore, so we can get that going. What is this made out of? Gold amalgam? I don't know if that gets any heat or not, but oh, job's mastered. Harold is done being a groundskeeper. Yeah, you can be a plumber. Plumbing is helpful. What that really gets you is the ability to kind of... what's the word for it? It gives you the ability to, like, empty pipes, which is actually pretty helpful. Do we care about this? Why am I still doing this? In case I wanted to build another one? I don't think I do, so that's fine. Alright, so then we're also going to need a smart battery. Oh, we got to get rid of that. Need a smart battery over here. Heavy watt wire. Yep, definitely iron. And then another... Oh no! I need refined metal. Make me some iron. 7 tons. I guess we can do like 20. I am using iron, right? Yeah. Oh, that's iron ore, though. What if... Oh, that has overheat capabilities, too. That's fine. Oh, I made another mistake. I have to think about that. Will it allow me to do this? It will, okay. So then I think that's actually what I want to do. Let's do this on iron. Must be built in unoccupied space. That you're just getting mad because of that. And then we're going to need to run heavy watt wire. So heavy watt wire will not run through tiles. That's why you have to use these joint plates. But the joint plates also kind of act like tiles, so it'll still catch the water. That's why I have these little lips here, so that it doesn't leave that at all. I did these in the wrong order. I should have built the hydrogen first, because we're running out of space for the hydrogen. I think we want that as well. Do I want to actually... Let's just do this and carry the ladder all the way up. When my design did not include batteries. When you copy a thing, will it also copy the priority? No. That seems like an oversight. Oh boy. No! What are you doing? Mistakes have been made. Oh boy. Charging up the battery for no reason. I can build my smart battery now. I also need to get ventilation up there with my hydrogen. We'll just do this. And pick it up there. And then go do, 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 do. Excellent. This is coming along well. Oh, I have free wire there too. So this we're actually going to logical bent. Let's actually deconstruct the battery, because we're going to want to replace it. Oh boy, where do I put the transformer for this? I think we do this. No, gosh, that's so far away to run heavy watt wire. Where does power run? It runs all the way over there. That's kind of ridiculous. So then we'll just put the transformer over here somewhere. And I think we just let the chlorine go. It's a small amount of chlorine. There's plenty more chlorine over here if I want to pump it in anywhere else. That is a nice, thick amount of chlorine in there. Is the bleach stone still giving it off? No. It's saturated. Okay, so then what we're going to need is another heavy watt joint plate. No? Yeah. We're going to want another heavy watt joint plate. I could go up and over, but that seems like a waste. And we'll create a little... Actually, if I do that, then I actually should shut the chlorine in there. What's this up here? That's still polluted oxygen. Let's do this. We can shut the chlorine in there. And we'll get rid of these plants. That can also be a 7. Got 2 cycles left. 1 cycle left after this. Almost done. So. And then we can drag the heavy watt wire to that. I want you to deconstruct that. And you should... Actually, will that work? Cancel deconstruct. Will this just run it down to 0 then? And never turn this on? I'm trying to make sure that I don't lose. So, let's... Oh, this is what I need to deconstruct. Because then this can stay at 100 and active at 50. Deconstruct this with a big priority, because then it'll just suck up the rest of the hydrogen that's in there. This should be... come on. Come on now. Let's be a 9. And we need automation wire. Is this iron? Yeah. I'm gonna run iron this whole way. And then run iron this whole way. We're basically setting up the same thing now. We're going to have a battery for the hydrogen that runs from 50 to 100. Or it'll kick on in the moment that it hits 50. This one will kick on the moment that it hits 20 and go up to and run until it gets up to 50. But because these are all wired together, they'll all be part of the same kind of junction. We're going to need a power transformer over here to turn this heavy watt wire into a lighter wire, which will then run back down. So let's... Have you built that yet? You have. Okay. Power transformer. I really didn't need that heavy watt joint plate because I got to go up either way. Oh well, that's fine. And then we're going to need heavy watt wire that goes doop doop doop. And then we're going to need regular wire that goes doop doop doop. Doop. And all of this should get done yesterday. This can happen less. This needs to happen now. And this needs to happen now. Let's see if we can get this done. Well, if this actually happens, we'll have our power grid up. Ooh, boy, we almost... Oh, no, we didn't miss those. If we can manage to build all of this in a cycle, I will have accomplished what I wanted, which was to have both the power grid and the electrolyzer up in week 3. See what happens. Dupes, get to work. You got 1 cycle. 1 cycle to make this happen. Still have our coal down here. Oh, you know what? We have a research that... Oh, no. Oh, please. That's plenty. Fine. Come on, guys. Get her done. Might as well plan this while I'm at it. I've used a lot of iron to get this put together, but it's totally worth it. Did I end up using the rest of it? I did not. Why are you not running? Oh, maybe... Insufficient resources. Hydrogen. It has hydrogen. What are you talking about? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. You can be deconstructed, and then all of this can get deconstructed. I'm just paranoid. I don't want to let out my nice chlorine room. Interesting. Still power there. Why is there still power there? Ooh, look at that. Okay. So now... we want to deconstruct this. Oh man, that's all built. That's exceptional. Oh shit. It's like, why isn't this running? So we're running on coal power for a little bit. That's fine. And this needs to get done. And we'll just be pumping up the hydrogen. We'll also, so we'll deconstruct that. This should get built, and we'll build a smart battery over here. So now the reason why we do this is because then we can set the smart battery on the transformer to a specific percentage, so the transformer isn't always pulling power from this. So at the end of this cycle, I'll talk through everything to make sure that makes sense. But hopefully that'll give you some ideas to how this is kind of configured. It seems like some polluted oxygen just kind of hanging out in there. Man, that worked out well. Captured all that hydrogen. Oh, man. This never got built. I wanted to get mushrooms going. That is wired into power. Okay, so then automation wire. And this needs to be super high priority. This can just be a 6, it's fine. This doesn't need to be a 7. What? No! I totally destroyed that when I did that. This needs to get fixed. I want my airflow nice and good. So this transformer we will run between 20 and 80. Because maybe 70? Let's do 20 and 70. The idea is that, like, it's not going to suck power from this. When it gets back up to 70, I kind of want everything to kick in to make sure it's all good. Like, this will get charged automatically from the rest of this. I think that's how it works. I feel like that was a thing at one point. That needs to be a priority 8. And now we can also finish this. We're in nighttime. If you can finish that, that'll be it. Ugh. Unneeded transformer running right now. Now the heat is going to be a real thing, so on the next episode we will definitely build a... I wonder, how big is this? 9. Okay, that'll actually work out all right. I got plans for the future. That's what I'm thinking about right there. But we just did hit cycle 91. Oh man. Oh. Why is that not go up in priority, you dumb bastard? Let's see that happen real quick. No. I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna cheat. This is where we're at. So yeah, I gotta put up insulated wall here. Probably airlocks instead of these. Really using all of this space pretty effectively. I've got some plans for my cooking area. I've got some plans for moving. I'm going to move this water over to here so I can repurpose this space. I've got shipping plans down here. That's what some of this was about, was to get down into there and be able to mess with that. The 3 tile difference here is for shipping as well. Once we get these mushrooms up, once we start cooking up a bunch of mushrooms, we'll pretty much scrap our whole lice loaf, and that'll become bristleberry. If this water starts to empty, we'll dump water down from here, and then really, I think our next episode, or our next week, really what we'll be focusing on, I think, is tapping into the natural gas to make sure that I have that up here as well, dripping the polluted oxygen. We'll run that as a higher priority than the hydrogen. We'll dig out... Really, I guess it's really about making these things renewable at this point, because right now all of the hydrogen is coming entirely off of... I mean, I have a good stockpile here, but it's all coming off of the electrolyzer. So we'll get a pump in here. We'll drop it in here. We might clean up some of this piping because that's kind of ridiculous. We'll cut out a nice area around this hydrogen, build a nice wall here, cut a nice segment around it with insulated tile, let it build up in here. We'll pump some of the chlorine down into here. We'll pump the hydrogen into here. We'll do a nice little valve so that it kind of can build up. In fact, we may just carve this whole thing out and let this whole thing just kind of... We are at the edge of the map here. I cannot go over to the right anymore. So we may just kind of tap all these things together, and then we can filter the chlorine, maybe put that in reservoirs in case I want to make another chlorine room somewhere. Yeah. But the air, the AC is on, my friends. Let's we're running a little late on this episode, so let me do this. I won't talk through like the insane long-term plans. Oh, look, they did dig that out. Huh. Having more dupes is just starting to make so many of these things happen faster. But we'll clean up our power plant next time. It'll be a good week. We're going to delve into some fun stuff. Nobody's really explored left yet, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I know about a couple things that are up above. We'll tap into this natural gas, tap into this hydrogen. Depending on how this is running in here, temperature-wise, as long as it continues to be cool, we'll just keep using that cold in there. But I have a plan for how we might be able to deal with that as well, if we need to. So lots of things coming up. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this was enjoyable. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you gleaned some stuff from it. And yeah, I guess we'll see you in a week. Peace.